Hello, good afternoon, welcome. I'm Wormslayer2146. It's Thursday, the 1st of June 2023. Just got used to saying May, and here we are in a new month already. Oh well, I'm sure I'll get used to saying June before we hit July, maybe. Some more shapes today, I thought. I had good fun with it last week. I thought we'd continue making whatever funny shapes the game wants us to today, continue our little factory. Probably a short one, just a few hours at most. Just, you know, what I feel like. Been doing some longer ones and some weird days lately, still trying to find a rhythm or something that kind of works, or just trying different stuff out in general. And it's been pretty good, you know, positive in terms of seeing a little bit of growth on the channel, which we haven't seen in recent months. So it seems like a good thing. Just a bit tired out, I guess, is the main thing until I do find my rhythm with it. So we'll have a nice little short shape making session today. Still should be a good time. I do like the game, even I don't really know how to describe it. It's simplified, but it doesn't make it easy, so it's a nice challenge without being too complicated. Hard to describe, but I'm enjoying it. So let's load back in. And yeah, try and remember what shapes we were getting up to. I remember thinking we would do this little watermelon slice next. The green quarter circle with a red quarter circle on top. Simple enough, but yeah, we'll get there. We have all sorts of stuff flowing in at the moment. I guess we need it all. I do think, for example, the 59,000 plain circles we have is probably enough forever, and we could cut those out. But, you know, I don't really know, I guess, so I suppose we leave them in for now. All our inputs are full, I see, so we're going to have to share some belts to get stuff put in. But definitely have upgraded our belts to be faster than what we're producing, so that's probably space. I mean, these jellyfish are barely taking up any room. We're doing 8 per second on the belt. I swear we're producing more than that, though. Maybe it's just loading the save makes it a little irregular for a minute. If something doesn't quite seem right, what are we? We're mining up 6 there. I think we're mining up 6 there at least. It should tell me if I... No, something seems wrong there. Let's change this because we can. That's definitely 6 items a second. May have sorted out whatever was going on there, not sure. Would be fine, I'm sure. I mean, the belt's looking better now. Something funny was going on, whatever. Sure, it's good now. Let's set ourselves up some watermelon slices. We need to make 8 per second to progress, so we need to do it slightly bigger than what we've been doing so far. We just need somewhere that's got circles, green and red, which actually, compared to some of the shapes we've done last week, that's not much. Over here, circles, greens, reds, other stuff a bit in the way, but we can work around it. Getting that into the hub might be slightly awkward, but we can juggle stuff around, unless there's a... I don't really know, like northeast is probably the clearest bit. There's a circle there with green and red. Circle over here with green, red nearby. Or even right here, actually. All this other stuff is shooting in from this angle. Why don't we do it here? Just going to send... let's send this down. I'll come alongside the blueprint shapes. Going up there. Clear all that out. I guess clears a bit of space in the middle there for us to work in. So we have to make 8 per second, so we need to mine up 8 per second of everything. Not necessarily, actually. It's a quarter circle. So if we mine up 2 per second and cut them into quarters, we'd get what we're after. I don't have the 4-way cutter, that's a shame. Not the end of the world though. If we mine up 2.4, what does a cutter do? It does 1.5 each. Well, why don't we simplify that then? So we're mining up 1.2 cutting, so that's 2.4 half circles being made there. If we cut all of those somehow, yeah, in some way that's vaguely neat. And juggle all that around somehow. But that would make... Need to rotate them. Clear those out a second, so they're not quite right there. There we go. We get the right amount of quarter circles, right? 1.2 into 2.4 half circles into 4.8 quarter circles. So we have 9.6 quarter circles being produced here, which is more than we need, but you know, fine. It's probably the best way of going about it. Otherwise we just like mine up 8, bin off 3/4 of the circle, which is a bit wasteful. But we need double because we need 2 circles to stamp them on. Okay, that's a little different then. This is just a bit messy. Let's do it different. Group things up first. So we do need more circles. We can't get a good number of them. I mean, 4.8's the best, I'm going to guess. It's limited to 8 items maximum per group. Well, that's kind of helpful. That's 8 circles. That could be the simplest way of getting my head around the numbers. But then would mean bidding stuff off, yeah, which I don't really want. I want to mine up 4 items a second, but we can't really. Could do 4.8 then, a bit too much. Fine. We're going to need initially 3 cutters. That's 4.5. That's the wrong type of that. Feed them in. So we're now getting slowed down by the cutters. So we're getting 9 half circles per second, which is good, but again, more than we need. We want to cut them down as well, so that's 9 half circles. Why don't I, to simplify it, combine them and juggle them. So rotate them and then join them. In fact, if I pull one line away, then the speed of the belt being 8 items is going to limit that back down to 8, which is what I want. So that's 8 top half circles coming out the top of here. That's a start. Then I need to cut them again. This time I'm going to want more cutters, aren't I? So that's 3, 6, 7.5, 9's worth. So they're not all going to be used. That's fine. And we kind of want to do the same thing, but I want bottom right quarters. Can I rotate everything to be that? Not simply, that's 2 times and 1 time. can't join all that together because it's more than 8 now. Interesting. In fact, the number of cutters not being round makes that very awkward. There's 8 per second coming in, but if I take half the outputs, because it's 9 per second of processing speed, that's not going to be correct. Want to do this in a more literal manner. Not literal, specific. So what comes out of here, I want to split specifically in half. So it's 4 per second on the left, 4 per second on the right. And then we give this line, gets divided by 3 cutters into 3 cutters, which are capable of doing 4.5, but only 4 is being fed in. Forward a bit. And we do the same to the other line. In a second, let me sort out the output here. We want to rotate like that and join them all together. So that, I mean, at the moment it's going to be 4.5 per second quarter circles because the other one stopped, so it's forcing more this way. But if it was flowing properly, this would only make up to 4. In fact, forgot I've got a copy paste. There, feed that in, so that makes the other 4 if everything's flowing properly. That's wrong, isn't it? Where have I gone wrong there? We need 8 per second of the finished thing. So we need 16 quarter circles per second. This is making 4.5, 9 half circles, right? So this is 8 half circles. So we take 4 half circles and we are making 8 quarter circles. I think. Should be, yeah. Okay. I think we're good there. Might want to send 1 left and 1 right, actually. Green left, red right. I think this is right. Both of those lines are carrying 8 quarter circles per second. So on this side we're going to get 8. Yeah, 8.4 limited to 8. Get them all facing the right way. There we go. 8 green, and we need to paint. Each painter does 1 per second, so we need 8 painting machines. Or somewhere around here. Where am I going to go with them? Where I was, it's fine. Let's put them here. And then you get the green fed in. Needs joining up as well. That should give 8 bottom right quarter circle in green per second. I hope. Might do the red up here as well, actually. Looking at that. Especially if we... No, we're heading east and working westbound, but whatever, really. I mean, the red is over here. Okay, maybe not then. And I copy that lot. Do this neatly, and that can go there. I guess change the direction the output goes. And the direction the input goes, I think. Yep, so from changing all that, we'll redo it. So I want the one with the input on the other side. Puts the quarter circles in. Need those little bits to push the die in. And then I need to mine up. Right amount somehow. That's probably neatest. That'll do. That's going to feed into there. And then the outputs, I'm hoping, is 8 red quarter circles in the correct orientation per second. We got the bits together to upgrade extraction speed. Okay. And we now need a new shape. It's just the previous shape stuck onto something else. It kind of annoys me that it's so similar and you need both. Like, the quickest route to doing this new shape is to take the bottom layer, make that, cut off what we've already done and stick it on top. But we want 50,000 of each, so we kind of need to scale it up as well. And if we're scaling up something we've already done isn't as fun as making something new, it annoys me a bit. Anyway, considering we're not far into this, 5 extractors now make 8 items. Okay. 1.6 each, so I can just cut these down to 5 each. And we need 3 inserters to get 4.8 per second, which is the closest we can get to what we're after there. Good. We've got the red and the green. We need to put the red onto the green 8 times per second. The stacker does 3/4 of an item per second. So we need 11 stackers, 10 and 2/3. 11 stacking machines to get this done. Okay. Try and fit here. Or rotated. Sure. Gonna make a long, thin thing, but whatever. Space is infinite, I guess. That way around is fine, right? We want red on that side, green on the other. Be in and over earlier. That's whatever. And that goes under. Is there a better way of doing that? Either that goes under or that goes under. Which means moving that back one. That still doesn't let you put the machines next to each other unless you go back another one. Nice if it kind of lined up with that. I mean, maybe we do that. Keep that in a straight line. That goes under to there, then that can be there because we Not quite right. That would need to be like that so that that can go there. I mean, it creates a whole bunch of wasted space just to keep the machines next to each other, but keeps everything in a neat straight line anyway, so either way really. There's 11 of them. Can I easily copy paste somehow? Do 2 of them. And I then grab that much. Possibly. Seems good. Join all them outputs together. And hopefully I have a belt with 8 watermelon slices per second. I mean, they look like the correct shape, it's just whether we're making them fast enough is the only question. Let's bring them over. Looks like I have perhaps accidentally made 8 per second of some things here. Oh, the increase in the mining speed will have changed some of them, that makes sense. Still a few belts I could push things into, I guess. I could intentionally slow a few things down. What if... like the squares, for example, I don't think... I mean, I've got 60,000, this level needs 11. How much do we need after this? I don't know. We could remove them. Or, yeah, we just slow them down. There's space on this purple square with a white circle. So I'm going to cut this. I'm going to assume that's making around 6, because that's what we have been working with in the past. I mean, that's, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stackers that do 6 items a second. So there's 2 items per second can fit on that belt. Which is less than 2 drills. That's going to slow down them. It's not what I want. It's going to do half and half, and I'd rather do that. 4 and 1. Very few squares, but I guess it just keeps it ticking up just in case we do need more. It's kind of irrelevant, right? Like 1.6 per second, is there any point in even... I mean, the point in doing it is there's space on the belt, you might as well. So sure. Let's move that over. There's our watermelon slices flowing. We're definitely flying at 8 per second at the moment. Will we keep that up as it keeps going? Well, long enough to do the unlock. That's all that really matters, I guess. We've unlocked a storage building. Okay, this is new to me. Allows you to store items up to a given capacity. Prioritizes left output. So you can use it as an overflow gate. Like what I was just looking at. We also unlocked the belt reader as well. Interesting. See how this fits together. Let's cut this for a second. So, where did that live? In... oh, a separate menu here. Interesting. Prioritizes the left output. So if we put that there, and then feed 2 drills of squares in, something's... it might just be because that's all backed up. Needs to flow through maybe. Let me send that under. No, we're not making 8 per second, so a gap should appear when the backlog clears. It's on its way. What I'm expecting is that this will maximize filling the gap better without pushing the this route out of the way. No, wrong. Apparently. He just hits a point and then lets a whole bunch of them flow through and then... Okay. Not sure what it's doing exactly. It's not like throwing a few squares in to maximize it, but every now and then throws a whole bunch of squares in. Until something happens. I don't know, the pressure from here builds up. Somehow it knows. It's interesting. It likes to have a minimum runtime for each thing, and it's doing the minimum amount. Rather than filling in the gap, it's working out over a 5-second time span. It can fit 10 of them in or whatever and throwing them in. I don't know. It's doing what I want though. This is flowing 6 items in, and this is getting more squares through because 2 drills going in. Not sure exactly how it's working, but it is doing what I want, so I'll leave it to it, I guess. And the belt reader, do we... goes on top of a belt, I assume, without interfering with it, yeah, and reads out the speed of it. Once we unlock the wiring system, it'll output the thing it's read off the belt, the shape or the item or whatever. Measuring the average belt throughput, interesting. So does it, yeah, work out? The throughput here is 7 point whatever. Don't know. Cool. Not much use, I guess, in general, the belt reader at the moment, until we use it to control something. At the moment we kind of know what we're producing, vaguely. Or it doesn't really matter. The next progression shape then is a white pointy star on a yellow circle on a red pointy star. Complicated enough. Which is also the shape to upgrade belt speed. Fine. Are we making this? I remember making that. Yeah, we are. So we're progressing on the cutting speed. Are we making that fancy coloured windmill thing? Yep. So we're progressing on the mixing speed as well. So belt speed or extraction speed, one or the other shape to make. We might as well do this one then, the red. Adding a white pointy star to the shape we made before. Like I say, that annoys me. But I guess we can do it. We just need to be able to make white pointy stars, and I don't really know. What we can do is just split this belt in half, put white pointy stars on top of half of them, and not the rest. And that's fine. We've already made the 15k we need of that one, so this tier it doesn't really matter. Maybe that's fine. Can make white... I mean, roughly in this area I can, and the stars here already. Be nice if I didn't need the uncoloured ones anymore. 65,000 out of 7,000. Let's just take a gamble. Let's say we're good on that. I'm going to use that to make white stars, I think. Troll Bait, hello, welcome in. Nice to see you. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Game made your brain tingle. It's good. Some of it's just not necessarily confusing me, but annoying me, maybe. The specific shapes it's asking us to make, the processes to do them, I find it quite accessible, quite... I'm trying to explain it. It's not like it's easy, but it's relatively simple, each individual element, so it is an interesting one for sure. I want to take green and blue up there and red here, maybe. We can fit 8 per second on a belt, but we're only pulling 3 per second out of here. Which maybe we could speed that up somehow. What do we got? We're mining 8 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we are painting 8 yellow circles. I think. What speed do we mix? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them are going fast enough as well. So we're making yellow circles fast enough. Got the same number making the red stars from the looks of it. Is it a mirror? No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 6 painting there. So if I put 2 more of them on this run. Hang on. They're going elsewhere. This is the one I'm looking at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's fine. So it's here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, 10, 11. That should get us to 8 of this shape per second, which we are capable of checking. Connected, right? Yep. And now we're making 8. 7.9. Yeah, 8. Good. Interesting, it's slightly under 8. I don't know why. Shouldn't be, just the way things are getting shoved, maybe. Don't know, but that's a full belt now. So if we just plan on making 4 white stars per second, we'll take half of these and stamp them on, I guess. So yeah, let's start all that from scratch. Mine up 4 green, or 4.8, sure. 4.8 there. Have I looked up extendable factories? No, is that a different game or a mod for this one? Extendable factories. Oh, or is it like a strategy for it? Ringing half a bell. I haven't looked too much into things. How to build cleanly. Interesting. Yeah, like a strategy for it. How you would make things you can easily tile, I guess, is a word that's often used, isn't it? So you can copy paste it easily. Would be nice. I mean, we're in a hell of a mess at the moment. Just building stuff in order to progress or whatever. I guess I'm half hoping we unlock something that makes sense to rearrange for, which could be part of the logic system. Maybe would encourage resetting some things. I did think before about a lot of the shapes that we've made use a white circle in some fashion. So if you centralized your white circle production and then fed that out elsewhere, it might be better than making it specifically in every location. Perhaps. Or even just a centralized production of white dye might be a good idea. Not the best spot for that. I'll do that. Where that one goes, let's plug all of that in. That's wrong. They're going to be there. Go into there. Green. Into there. This can be extended easier if you feed them with the black balancers. Yes. Oops. I think we've still got one to unlock. The outputs, we've got the one where you can feed it, what's it called? Compact. That's a compact combiner. Or Don't know what it calls it. Merger, compact merger. But there is a compact, not a balancer, is it? What's it called? Splitter? Or something? I've seen it in the puzzles, but not. We haven't unlocked it here. I don't know if you even get it here, but that would be nice because it would would do away with these too wide things and just have them running more compact. Would make that better. I mean, this is tileable other than at the end where I don't use the extra splitter. We could just have that there like that, and then it's possible to grab, or same on that side. You can grab that, and then you can extend this by just building more in. In theory, as long as you've left the space below it empty, which we haven't because of that belt. I guess it's, yeah, you kind of have to plan the bigger picture layout as well as the individual things, which I haven't thought of at all, and need to at some point. Just because the space is infinite doesn't mean we want to be all over the place like this. I guess. It would be... It will make more than 4 when it's going to make 4.8. Okay. Fine. Do similar kind of thing again. Or just going to move that to be the other way around. Bring them over from there. Probably make them the other way around as well. We've got the white dye, so we just need stars. Need to paint 4 times. I'll do that neatly around here somewhere. Thumbnail. Like that. Yep, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. But give me my 4 white pointy stars. I want to take some of what's down here somewhere. So I'm going to bring it there, so send that under. Split half of that off and come up this way. And we're just merging or stacking. They do 0.75, so if I want to do 4, I need to do math. 6 stackers to do that. Just work out where that's going to fit. A bit further down, definitely. They're going to come from that direction, say. Although, easier if I do it the other way, actually, thinking about it. Star needs to be that one. It's going to be there, I think. Goes under there. And that's the next one. Seems fine. How many did I say? Or 0.756 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's good then. Half of them come out, have white stars stuck onto them. And then go back. I mean, they might as well rejoin the same belt. Half coming up and they go back in, it should just flow nicely. I'm not sure it will, but it should. We'll see when it's up and running. I mean, we can look at the numbers, but it doesn't really change much. Should be 8 in, 4 that way and 4 that way. 4 there and 8 that way. Does appear to be. Other than this being 3.9 for some reason. Every now and then. Every now and then the input is not 8 per second but 7.9 per second. Something to do with how they're combining, I guess. It's not flowing all the time as they try to force their way into this. Interesting. But that's close enough. We're getting some of that shape. But only making 4 per second when we need 25,000 is not great. Could just make more, but I don't know. We'll work on something else while we're waiting, I suppose. Can go make this one as well, maybe in a similar fashion. Where's white circle with a blue windmill? It's here. To increase this to 8 per second as well. What's the hold up on there? It's only 6 painting. Are we mining enough? Maybe, but we're probably not cutting enough. Or cutting and re-merging, or whatever we're doing here. Mining up 8 items. Cutting and binning half, so there's 4 half windmills here. They're being merged together to make 2. This is where the reader might come in handy. Sticks coming through, so each of these blocks is making 3, but I don't know how. Cutter does 1.5. Is that relevant? Kind of, maybe. Probably. Adding extra cutter might help. And find out by just doing it. That makes 8 for some reason, but fine. Or 7.8, or close. I'd like to tell about the stacker layout you came up with. Go for it if you can. I mean, can you like a screenshot or anything? You can share it. Should be able to link to a picture or anything. Should be fine. I'd love to see it. Definitely, yeah. It's making 7.5. Right. Would like to know why. So the cutters are working at 1.5, so that's 7.5 of cutter twice, because each one is taking half its outputs and combining them is why we need to do it twice. Makes sense. So to get to the 8, we would need an extra cutter. This would require so 3, 6, 9 input, which we don't have. So We do that. Instead of feeding that there, I need a separate mine for it. Might as well just feed in like that. Reader there. We'll need more painters, that's for sure. What are we doing? We've got 8 of that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So put 2 black balances next to each other and put a stacker in the middle in front of them. Leave 1 space and do the same. 2 black balances, so we mean this type. There's 2 of them next to each other and the stacker in front of them. You leave a space and do the same. You mean forward, right. Then you run these inputs and those inputs, turn them right and go under. Or, yeah, that has to go under, that can't. When I'm like that, and you then, when you copy paste that down, nice, especially if you output this way. Then you can grab that and keep going this way as much as you like. And they'll all, yeah, 2 inputs and an output running down the bottom. Not bad, actually, kind of nice, very nice. Perfect, yeah. Very compact as well, very tight together. And yeah, as your, like your belt gets faster or your stackers get faster or slower or whatever, you can just extend outwards. Nice. We'll try that maybe if we've got another stacking job coming up. Give it a go. Seems good. Still not getting the right... Well, I guess I'm backing up, aren't I? I'm making 8 blue windmills. Am I making 8 white circles? Probably not. Not at all. Why don't we do... we can take a look at that idea here, can't we, to combine the colours. So redo the white input there. Somehow. The 3 colours. Yeah, go for it. A paint mixer would be very similar, wouldn't it? I mean, it could be the same as what I'm thinking now, actually. If you had red there, and you've got that there, the paint mixer, and that goes under. We put green into there. Similar fashion. How many paint mixers do we need? So they're doing 1.2 each. There's 7 of them needed. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then just need to move that up 1, I guess. Or can I? You can wiggle things around, can't we? That there, nice and tight. Move that along. That'll feed in there. Turn that round. Feed that there. Unless you've got any other ideas, Strawberry, happy to take a look at them, but that's a similar thing to what we just looked at, isn't it? feeds in and out the same. Very neat. Like how neat it is for sure. And a white dye is there. Although we need more compact painting setup would be nice as well. Should look at that at some point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can grab that much. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did that copy okay? Looks alright, not amazing. Them into there. And into them. Number of mixers next to each other and put the black balancers behind them. One balancer feeds 2 mixers. So just to look at it, it's interesting to put them next to each other. Put the balancer right, because this which side it's on doesn't matter. Yes, that doesn't matter. So all you need to do is alternate so that that is different to that. Which isn't super easy, but it does make the feeding it into the mixer a bit neater, a bit tidier. You can push them closer. Not quite that close though. No, not quite. That kind of. It's not as neat, but it does work, I think. Hello Mondo, nice to see you. Hope you're having a good Thursday. Yeah, bright mode. Balancing the webcam lighting on this game is a bit different to the others. Constant white background. Is that neat? I mean, what I did here is neater, like similar to the stacking, doing the paint mixing the same way. 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is a bit more compact, actually. Don't think it's quite as neat. Yeah, there is a dark mode. Ooh. There is a dark mode. Oh. Ooh. Oh. I mean, I got an achievement for turning it on, so that's something, but that I actually don't like. Really don't like. Maybe I'll get used to it. We can give it a go for a while, because there are significant advantages to not having things in light mode for keeping your eyes healthy, but the contrast here is off. Not sure. Trollbait works better with a small balance. Yeah, if we had the more compact input into there, then that would be a lot tighter than this is. That's cool though. Keep an eye on that then when we unlock more things. Different layouts. Very cool. In any case, I increased the number of white circles we're making, but we need to stack up more of these, so why don't we redo this as well while we're here? In a similar fashion. Although that's on the left there, so I can realign that, that's fine. That's going in there. This is going to go in there. Even if we're going north, I want to join down because you copy paste better if you join down. Interesting. Deal with the actual outputting of it in a second. That much should copy paste. Yeah, how many do I need? I mean, I should have remembered. I need 11 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Join that to that. Now my face isn't going to be bright enough. Game theme only impacts the background. Just the bright things. So yeah, just change the colour of the tiles, and I don't know, things don't stand out quite the same. Even these buttons down here now look a bit fuzzy for some reason. Don't know why. Might just... I'm not going to fiddle with my webcam settings in the middle of a stream because it's, you know, prone to crashing, but I might just turn my key light up a couple of degrees. That should do it. Be good enough. What is this upgrade we've unlocked anyway? We've got the faster cutting, rotating and stacking speed, which means we probably didn't need that many, but never mind. There's 8 of them being output. That's what I was after, and that's done. And it was interesting to play with regardless. That was good. What I need, and I should have pinned it, is a tombstone in blue. Oh, we got them here. That's handy. Ready-made. Just need to die 4 per second of them blue to, you know, do what we did in the other one. It's the reason why we refunded this on Steam years ago. And then, oh, it was free on Epic. Yeah. Versions are different, but might be bad memory. Could be. I mean, just enough updates that it's different enough. Entirely possible. Trollbait, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. Right. 4 per second of these little tombstone things. If that's what they're called. And some blue. Which is, yeah, best option for it. Yeah. Let's turn that around, maybe. And I just want 4 of these in some kind of orientation of some kind. They need to go forward one. Worth doing. I mean, it doesn't really matter. Most of this I'm probably not going to end up extending, but ripping out entirely and redoing at some point relatively soon. But so I think, yeah, I'll just leave that. Bring the blue up to there. Join them outputs together. I'll take them over. Not necessarily there. Yeah, no, there's good. Oh, bring these over, actually. Let's bring that over. In this general direction. Instead of up there. See how that goes. Could save some space with the painters if we put 2 mirrored. Oh, that's a fun idea. Let's give that a go with this then. It's not like we need to save the space, but it's an interesting process, isn't it, to consider. If we had that one there and then a mirrored one there, how do we get the die in? Ah, yes, that would be easy if we had the compact splitter, because you'd have one there and whatever. In this case, I'll do it super neatly, but that does the job. Not really though. That's not saving any space just because we can't divide that out easily. We need the die to come in different. I'm sure there's a way though. So with 2 spaces between. And farther out. I was thinking like that. Oh, but even that doesn't really work, does it? You need... something like that. That would be... like that. Which... interesting. Will be there. And then that we'll need to juggle this around regardless. That needs to be further out as well. Fine. You wouldn't, yeah. Not quite there with it. We'll work it out. Because if that one was there, what we've got in the middle there, can have that. Not that it really matters. So if you had that one there, we would want... It's fine as long as that goes under. Go to there, but just wanted to get rid of that underground. Why do I have that? Ah, because of that. Feeding the die in there. That should just be back one. Not that it particularly matters. I mean, that, yeah, that's right, isn't it? I'm not using them, but interesting. To feed them, put the black balances by the shape input and use them. Then use them to split colours. Then use them to split colours. Now that's part of why I'm getting confused, is I've spaced them differently. Black balances by the shape input, like that. Split the colours. I mean, yeah, like that. We just need that. And the whole thing can go left one. And then if we had the compact splitters, it could go left one again. Maybe slightly different, something like that, I don't know. You can push from minus minor only when you unlock it. That's like level something or other. I don't know if I can check back to the unlocks. Must be a way. Maybe there's not. I don't know what level it is, but at some point you unlock the ability to feed miners into each other. And that's not bad. I feel like there's still something that could improve it, just an itch I have that says I could improve it. It doesn't really matter if we're only running 4 painters in the middle of nowhere, but definitely in the future we can come up with something probably even better than that. I do need to rotate them. We are rotating at 8 per second, so we just need 1. And then we're merging half of them over to here. Our stackers have been upgraded to 1 per second, so we just need 4 of them. We've leveled up. We've got the 4-part cutter, which is nice to have. Over here, I'm going to split off half. Let's go in there. The other half carry on. And then what's coming back wants to fill in with them. Actually, that's a bit fiddly, just because of where I've brought that back. How am I going to do that? I mean, just go under and feed in, that's fine. And find the hub somewhere. It'd be fine when it gets up and moving. No, something's wrong here, isn't it? They're on the wrong side. That's what's wrong. We need to stamp this shape onto that one. Even then, something doesn't look right. I think that's just dark mode. Highlighting it differently. Get used to it. If I want to flip the sides, let's just cut that to there. Feed that one in, send that under. Bit messier, but there we go. It'll live. That shape looks better. Yep, you just clear up the end of these. We should get alternating the old shape and the new one. Looks okay. At some point when they reach the front. Numbers should start ticking up. Which is handy, actually, that I started, or the next unlock progression happens to be this shape that we started working on. Which is good. So we're making them, but we now need a ton more. That's annoying as well. Maybe we will try and scale this up some point soon. We're making them gradually, Almost got mixing and painting upgraded. We do have this. Again, it's the shape we're already making. Add another one. Do not like that. May need to just scale everything up a lot. What is that? That's like a green square corners and red windmill corners combined together. I mean, we need to do it at some point, so let's pin it. We happen to have that shape available somewhere ready to go. I doubt it. Oh, here we go. Nope, that's got a pointy corner. Please, mouse wheel. There we go. That's only one windmill corner. I reckon it won't spawn them in perfectly how we want it. That'd be too easy, wouldn't it? It would be nice if there was just a patch of the shape we're after. There is a mixing and painting upgrade, get that done. Which means we now need to... what's the difference there? Oh, it's a white circle stamped in the middle of that. Which is already part of the process, so that's actually in some ways simpler. Not necessarily simpler, but it's the same shape, the same two-layer shape stamped onto itself. So we weren't already making that. That's a whole different thing, really. Let's talk about optimizing it. Always build too big. Yeah, I mean it's it's not like you don't have the space. You've got the space. I'm not sure if it's infinite, but it's close enough. And all of your construction items are free, so it's not like you don't have the resources. So you don't have to build optimally in any way. It's quite dissimilar to something like Factorio, where we have a motivation to be optimized in the limitation on resources and like the time it takes to get from A to B. This is different. You know, you're in kind of like a god mode where you don't need to, but in terms of keeping my head on straight, we need to be more organized than we currently are. Definitely. But I know at some point these requirements simplify a bit. There's less variety to them, I was told. So as we start to see that, it should become better. Or it should become like a good time to tear down old stuff. Our best bet is to do a quad cut and reassemble of a shape I have seen that is close to what we're after. Might as well follow the same thing we've just done, at least for this shape. Here's the shape. This could be an awkward one to change. Okay, I mean it's producing 8 per second of the inner shape. If I've just got like half windmill, half square nearby. Nope. Somewhere around here we must. Right here, actually, in the middle of it all. Okay, we can get that out of there easy enough. I just want to make 4 per second again, although I do feel like that's not fast enough, but it's something. So I just make that and send it out the top. So the cutters are now going 2 items per second, so I just need 2 of these. If I reassemble... If we reassemble 1 to 1, which we are, but I need to colour it in the middle of that process. Ooh, this is an interesting one. So I want a windmill top right and bottom left. How far? So stacker is 1 item a second. So I need... So 1 is enough because it's half of the output of this. Oh, that's confusing, but no. This will output 2 quarters every second, so we need 2 stackers here to do this. Okay. There's no neat and easy way of doing that, really. Unless I separate these out a bit, which we can do. There's some way I can do that. Following the same logics. Stop them there. And then here we've got the squares which need to be... bottom right is fine, so I want that to be top left. Send that under. Do the same. That should be making 4 per second of them. It just doesn't seem right, does it? No. Something about it isn't right. Needs more stackers. No, it doesn't. Cutter's making 2. We're trying to make 4, so we just need 2 and 2. So that's 2 in, 2 of that out, 2 of that out, 2 of that out, 2 of that out. 1 and 2 of them are being recombined, so that's 2. Then we do this whole thing again. Which there's definitely a way of condensing that down neater, but whatever. We've got 4 of each shape coming out of this, which we can combine somehow. It only needs 4. Well, it doesn't need 4 painters. We're doing 1 1/3 items per second painting now. So 3 machines will do the job. What else am I bringing in? Red and so green, red. Probably going to go around the top with them. Sure, so insert from that side. Any way round it will do the job. That'll do. The square bits are going green, the windmill bits are going red, so that... one next to it. I'll make them red. Work out how I bring that together in a second. We'll see. Here I need some green, which we've got all over the place, I guess. Might be neatest coming from over here. Not quite so neat as I wanted. That'll do. Or not. Yeah, that needs to go there, so one further forward. We'll turn them green. We want to combine them together. So can we line this up nicely? White. I can go there. That one to there. We which one is which doesn't matter, right, because they're not overlapping. Yeah, that's fine. That should be the shape we're after. Looks correct. Let's go that way. Yeah, it's fine enough. If we do extend it later, it just changes where the last bit of belt goes. Which, like I say, might not affect us. Stamping is 1 item per second, so I need 1 more. And then this is coming over here. Ish. Half of these are being split off. So we can do... not quite that. Half being split off, then we can do that. Merging together. Is that the right way around? That looks wrong. That's the wrong way around. They need to be on the right hand edge. Okay. Split them there. Grab. Same amount, isn't it? So we can grab the whole lot. They need to be on the right hand edge there. Just paste. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sometimes it's good for me to go slower on purpose just to get my head around things. You know, make sure I understand what I'm doing before I just throw lots of pasted stuff in. But I do have 70,000 blueprint bits, so we could paste a lot more than I currently am for sure, easily. Got an achievement for making some reference I don't understand, but there we go. I like to get an achievement. So that is the shape we're after. Looks like it. Looks good. Just need to feed that back onto that belt. That good. Flow through, and in the same vein as the others, we're not doing a huge amount per second, but we're doing a bit of all of them. This new one on the mixing front needs to be done though, so purple windmill. No, white circle being added to what we've already done, or we redo the whole thing with a different approach. Which even just in order to get it done quicker, I'm tempted to do. Where's the one we're currently doing? It's here. Can't easily make more white circles as is. Although all these machines have sped up at this point, so we could redo them to make more here. Don't love the idea though. It's a bit awkward. I want to do the new shape the simple way. You make a white circle on a purple windmill and then stick it on top of itself. That's very different to what we're already doing. Would have been handy if this was a purple windmill instead of a purple square. Would have been nice. The simple thing here is to just do what we've just done, but yeah, like I say. Glad you gave up after tier 3. So you did circle, square, star, job done. Yeah, I'm not... I'm trying to put my finger on exactly how to describe it, but the game is challenging without being difficult, and I like that. Everything's very accessible, but it's not easy. The game is just drawing with extra steps. Yeah, fun. I've just noticed we don't need watermelons. We made them to unlock, but there's no longer any need for them. Okay. I mean, there's no reason to remove it until we need to remove it, but just to bear in mind, I do have a spare input into the hub. Oh, and a spare input there, I didn't notice. Oops. Sure. A watermelon. Yeah, it's a watermelon. Slice. You don't think? With the green outside and the red inside? What do you like having? What do you like, Troll? Centralized colour dispenser with every colour being mixed. Yeah, I like the idea. So you just have off to one side somewhere, like just a big pool of red mining, green mining, blue mining, but also purple, cyan, yellow, and white mixing. And then you just pull them out. So in this case, we need white circles. We could just pull it from a centralized production area. Could be good. But, you know, it has its limitations. If you make it in the right spot and you can make it scalable, you know, easy to expand, then it makes sense. But then you're running a long belt, potentially, out of nowhere. I don't know. Could be good to just, you know, northeast is mining and you mine out every shape and every colour out of there, and then do your production in other quadrants or something to keep things organised. Don't know. All I know is we need to make a new shape, but I'm not happy doing it there because I don't think the throughput's really fast enough on what we've just been doing today even. I want to do more. That's what you'd do, yeah. We've unlocked the little storage box, so we can, you know, put things into a box and pull them out again. 2 inputs, 2 outputs. It's not much, but it's something. Colour is cheap, yeah. Quick to mix and everything now. Colour mixing at 1.6 a second. Mining at 1.6 a second. Quick to do. A big main bus with everything pointing to one point of the map. Taking what I need to factories elsewhere. Interesting. There is a late game design called a make anything machine, where you feed in all the constituent parts and a picture of what you want, and the machine adjusts its instructions to create what you've just told it to do, and it just has everything fed into it, which is cool, I guess, if you are making one thing, but you need multiple of them to make multiple things, so not entirely sure how useful it is. I don't know, could be good. It could be fun to build one just to learn about it, but it would be very complicated, I'm sure. I'm looking for all 3 dies, windmill and circle. Pin that. Pin button. Try to build one based on your own design, so you failed. Yeah, but I mean, that's fun in some ways. Like, if you fail, you fail, but I think it's more fun to try and make one yourself than just look up the answer, do it, job done, you know? You can do that after you've tried it yourself. And I don't think there's any shame in not being able to make one. I doubt I can do it. But maybe we'll give it a go if we reach that point. We struggled before, didn't we? I don't think there are any windmills, or we haven't seen any windmill patches. We have to make it from the halves. And that complicates it. Yeah, I don't see any. Okay. Sure. Do we have any halves spare that we're not already mining? Could just mine up from the same patch, I guess, is what we did here. Wherever that was. Don't even see it here. Oh, because it's coming from all the way over here. Right. That patch there, okay. So we might just have to use the same patch. This is, oh, because we need them twice in the design, right. sure. Try, you gotta jump. No worries. Have a good one. Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day, man, whatever you're up to. Thanks for stopping by and giving us all those ideas and stuff. Appreciate it. Feeling a lot like I can't simplify this. How much are we making here? Because things aren't flowing fully. Maybe we got enough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think we do. That's making 12 white circles. And the belt's carrying 8 away. Which means the same is happening below. So after 6... That's 9. No, that's 8. Right. So here is still a full belt full. Plus those 6 are making a full belt full for that. Although that's, I don't think, even trying to get 8. So here I've got spare. We can just use, that is actually, yeah, because things are scaled up, that is spare, as long as all the inputs are sufficient, but they kind of look like it. The circles definitely are. Not sure about the white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 1.6, so it's even more white dye than circles. That's good then, actually. We just have enough spare, sure. I guess. Feed that lot into there, and bring this lot over. And follow the same kind of deal. I've reconnected that when I didn't mean to. Right. We need to do that, I guess. Sure, that'll do. And that will clear that belt, although this is, yeah, messy. I'm going to flip that round. And then split off the half down the bottom here. Half of it just goes back up. And off it goes. And the other half is joining with these circles. In the similar fashion to what we've just been doing with the other ones. It's some done. Actually, no, it's not. We've got 8 per second circles, but that would be all of what we're making here, I guess. I assume. Each of these are only making 8 per second of, yeah, purple windmill. Annoying. But fine, half. Yeah, for now, same as what we're doing. I can just grab this, for example. We're stamping the white circle on top, so that goes there. And that should join there. And it should fit on that belt. Another achievement. Producing a 4-layered shape. Of all the achievements today. Well, not all of them. How many are there? 45, and we've got 2 or 3. Getting some achievements today. Some of those shapes are flying. Yeah, it's something. We can work on tidying stuff up soonish, I guess, when things make sense. But nothing's going to unlock. This is really what we want to make more of to unlock faster, I guess. Or the quest one is an option. Find a neater way of doing this. It is a hell of a mess. Yeah, I don't really know what you do about it. Like I say, we just mine a bunch of stuff, box it up, and then always pull from the boxes instead of new sources, but I just don't think we can really mine enough for that to work. Because I don't really know. We could just start way off here making every single colour of circle possible, a whole belt's worth of it, and then anytime we need it we can pull one out. But if we want a whole belt of finished product, we're going to need more than one belt of each thing. This is too messy. I want to simplify the things it's asking for. Really want to simplify the things it's asking for. Like if this was yellow circle, that would help. If that was red star in the middle, but I guess, you know, it would make things a bit too samey, maybe. Possibly. I don't know. Maybe take something that's irrelevant and get rid of it. Like plain old circles with 100,000. The current tier needs 1,000. So where are we getting plain circles from? Let's just get rid of them. And hopefully we don't need them again. Top right quarter circles, 100,000. We need 12. That might be irrelevant. And it's very simple to rebuild if we do need it. Let's get rid of that. Plain old stars. Did we get rid of that already? I think we did. Yeah, that's fine. What about these plain ones, like half square? Yeah, we got plenty in store. Half circle. I can't see it asking for more than that. So let's try and tidy up a bit by just getting rid of it. Add it back in if we do need it again. Add it back in more efficient than before if we do need it again. We redo some of these simple ones that are down here actually to get them done at the right rate. This looks like massive overkill for what it's trying to do. I kind of like that idea. We just move that. The whole southern edge of the hub is kind of empty. If we redo blue half square, although it does feel like we won't need many more of them either. Let's risk ripping that out. I might regret it, but I probably won't, because if I'm thinking I want to rebuild it, then we can rebuild it if we need it. What else we got? I accidentally cut that off. Cyan star and purple circle. And cyan star maybe close. They want 20,000, but we've got 80. But it might need it for many more levels. Like I say, then we remake it, I guess. Wouldn't take long. Get rid of purple circle. Let's get rid of plain square as well. Right. I mean, again, it's a close one, but yes. Purple circle. There we go. And then all of this. Yeah, a lot of junk and mess. It's nice to get rid of, actually. Cyan star gone. So purple square with a white circle is still relevant. We've just got enough for what it's asking for. Red windmill, we still making that? Yep, good. Blueprint shape, we could maybe increase the rate of that. Because we're giving 8 white circles a second? No, apparently we're not. Not enough circles are making it to the end. Because the belt can only carry 8. Right, so we needed to change the input to them. Somehow. That needs to stop on that one. That needs to stop on that one. We need a fresh input for these. Same with the white die, actually. That should be having trouble. Don't know why it isn't. Made a right mess of this area. Whole area anyway. Oops. I could just tear all this up and redo it. Maybe that's something to do while we wait for things to tick in. Tempting. Very tempting, actually. Let's do it. Right. Just going to leave those drills there to remind me that's the shape we're after. Keep the jellyfish in place. Get rid of everything else that's here. Work all that out. Redo all this as well. Can keep the inputs into those shapes for now. Let me cut those lines down. Work that out somehow. Jellyfish, can I send you a different way? Oh, their numbers aren't quite right. We could tidy that up as well. Oh, we don't need watermelons either, do we? Yeah, we don't need watermelon, apparently, unless it appears as one of the next things. Let's get rid of watermelon slice. Jellyfish. Yep, jellyfish. It's a semicircle top with a half of a spiky star bottom. It's a jellyfish. I don't know. What would you call that? Maybe a shuttlecock? A badminton shuttlecock? I think it's a jellyfish. No, if it's I don't know the official name of any shape other than circle square. So I've gone with obviously circle square and pointy star. So there's a circle, there's a square, there's a pointy star. Don't know what you could call that. Don't know, something else I'm sure, but I'm calling it pointy star. Then we've got, who was here last week? It was Zira who told me about windmill. Shuriken, yeah, could be shuriken. So these, after we reform the sides, that's windmill, which I think fits. Could call that propeller, maybe, like a ship's propeller. Maybe pointy star could be airplane propeller. What else have we got? What else are we using? So this is jellyfish that we were talking about. If you let me get that fed in while I'm thinking about it. Then we've got box jellyfish, which is like here, where instead of a semicircle it's two squares, half square. Obviously. What other shapes are we using? There's obviously the blueprint shape here. This is, I guess, plectrum, I would say. The square corner, but generally round. Oh, there was one earlier, like in this design, I called it tombstone. I guess it depends which way up it is. Like square bottom, semicircular top, I'd call that tombstone, but semicircular bottom, square top could be shield. Not many others that we're using. That's just pointy star on a circle on a pointy star. Windmill on a circle. Yeah, like that background. I've no idea. The back one there is, it's squares in the corners and windmills in the other corners. No idea what to call that. And then this, you know, it's a square with a circle on top. The multiple layered ones, I'm not sure if you give them names or describe each layer individually. Ideas are welcome. Leave them in the comments below. Okay. Spinny wheel. Thingamy-bob. We need... So, white circle-wise, we need 8 per second for this, 8 per second for this. Or 4 per second for that, I guess. But I'd like to do more. So let's call it 8 per second and 8 per second. Although if we're doing 8 per second for that, we need another 8 per second for this to do more of the earlier stages. So it says 24 white circles for these shapes and 8 per second for blueprints. So 32 white circles per second, 4 belts worth. A pinwheel, yeah. Yeah. Close enough that it makes sense. We can go with that. Half square, half windmill is a pinwheel. I like it. What about this one then? 3/4 square and 1 spiky corner. Maybe that's a hand tacker, staple gun, nail gun. Perhaps. I have circles here. All 3 colours, not really. Can I pull the white in from further away? Maybe the 3 colours here. It's a bit far out, but let's go for it. Let's make a bunch of white dye up here. Or 32 white dye per second. So if we're doing 32 white dye, we need 32 of each input colour, right? Which is 8 lines of each. 4 lines of each. 4 lines of 8. I guess. Interesting. Turn all that into... Yeah, okay. Then we need the thing we've been doing a few times. But with the... Did I delete it, maybe? Colour. Mixing. I think I might have deleted it. Oh no, here it is. But the numbers might be wrong. It's 1.6. Grab that much though. 1.6 means 5 of them per 8. Right. Let's just fit what we can and then work out the inputs. Maybe. Start here. But I will turn that round. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do that 4 times. And then leave a little gap. Do it 4 more times. Blue goes in. Then we might as well just do all the reds into these. Although it'd be nice if it did automatic undergrounds when I did that, like if I planned to go through another belt. Imagine this, underground spinners. Underground spinners, okay. Sure, underground painters, right. Imagine if it was all underground and you just had to stare at a blank screen all day and you won. Shapes 2. Still not sure about Shapes 2. Still not sure how to explain the issue I have with it. It's confusing me. A lot of the dev blogs or whatever it is they're doing, just confusing me. There's multiple islands. Like, you don't just have one big factory like you have here. You have like a limit on the space available to you or something. And if you want to mine something on one of your islands and get it to a different island, you have to use a particular logistics method. So they're adding the concept of logistics to the game, which takes it closer to something like Factorio and further from this, which, you know, we don't want the same game again, so I guess that's a good thing. They're not making the same game again. But yeah, I don't know. Not entirely sure what they are making yet. May well all end up very, very good, but I don't know. At the moment I'm quite confused about what they're trying to achieve and how it's all going to come together. But, you know, it's early, that's why they're doing like dev blog stuff and whatever. Your sandbox mode. I mean, there could just be a map that is one big empty space. It could be, and other ones have limitations, perhaps. Yeah, it could be Satisfactory but with shapes. It looks a bit like it. Because they're adding, so for example, if you've got a blue dye on one of your islands and you need to colour something that's on a different island, you can't just take blue dye and shoot it over to the other island because it's a liquid. So you need to pump that liquid into a barrel and send the barrel over to the other island. So you have to make the barrel with a circle that's extruded and then put a lid on it and stuff like that. It's just adding a lot of processes. That's cool, that's fun to build, but are you really going to want to build that 100,000 times over and over every map that you need to move the dye around on? Or are you going to do it once and say, well, that's enough for me, I don't want to do that ever again? I don't know. Other people might get bored slower than I do, but like the Satisfactory packaging here, or yeah, other similar games, the Dyson Sphere programs, stacking system on the belts, similar kind of stuff. Like you do a packaging process in order to transport things logistically more efficiently and stuff like that. So I mean, if they're adding logistical challenges as a concept to the game, that's not necessarily a bad thing on its own. It takes it in a direction where I don't know what their overall vision is for the game, and we won't know until they release it. So, you know, there you go. And I don't know. All of those things added together could be good fun, you know. It might just work nicely. It's similar to how in this game, if you want to copy-paste, you need the blueprint symbols. You need to store up that symbol in order to use that mechanism. So it's similar concept to that, but different. Different enough for me to be unsure about it, but it'll probably be good, you know. Okay, we've got 4 belts of white dye, and I think we're making 4 full belts of white dye. I hope. And then we need to bring that to some circles somewhere. Which, yeah, probably could have had a better spot than the one I picked. Oops, oh well. We'll use these. It's not enough there, are there? Oh dear. Am I going to have to make a mess to get enough circles? How about this one? This one will work. There's a good chunk of them. So if we're just going to bring the white dye from all the way over there to down here, sure, why not? We need to make a nice tidy painting setup for it all. Which, yeah, we kind of played with and it didn't really work. In Satisfactory you can use train stocks and so on, but yeah, easier to just run big long belts and pipes everywhere. Like, why not? But it's the same as in Factorio, you know, I tend to run big long pipes everywhere, belts everywhere, but trains make a bit of sense and robots make a lot of sense, and I never really use them, even though you should. Where did we do the slightly different design? Not there. You like big long pipes and you cannot lie. Those are two positive things. Personality traits. I can't find it, so just work it out again. Or don't. What do we, I mean, each line is 8, so each line needs 6 painters. It's really not that many to do it differently with. Like, why bother? I just do it the way I've always done it. Stick like that. If we were doing it closer, could we... The song. Yes, I am trolling you. I do know the song. Start with them that way. It's quite a bit more condensed, actually. It could be quite a bit more condensed. Colours are going to be there. Let's say we don't do that, then just work on this a bit. They go under. They split there. And then they have to be back a bit. Yeah, it is a lot more condensed. That's pretty good. Just take that and move it to that one. Then the next one, don't necessarily want to be aligned because we need to get the white dye in neatly. Although, can we... So if we offset by 1, can we use the extended underground to get all the way in? Where are we going? To there? No, we can't. It would only reach there. So, no, we can't. What's that mean? I mean, we have to set it back even further? Don't like that. Spread it out so there's a gap in the middle to do the jump. Move it forward instead. So it's there. Go there. No. Why is it different? Right. Because that should be there. Into a splitter like that. That like that. That one I'm happy to skip. This one just makes it out of line because we need to go under there. So we have to do that because we need to go under there, sure. I guess. Copy that. So if we did that there, flip that round to there, and use the long underground like that. The offsetting's a bit weird, but it at least fits. Can we then do the same again successfully? Yeah, just move that forward one each time. Plug them in. No, that doesn't work. Because we need to get it to there in the first place. Okay. Good idea, but no, not really. Guess we just have to leave enough space to feed it in different. could put that one there. There. I'm going to feed, I guess, I don't know, it could be up or it could be down. Doesn't really matter. Going these left just because that does work best. In which case bringing the colours in from the back would probably be best. The one's there. Bring them over in a long journey, although the 3 different colours are right here. Well, not right here, but they are here. So do I want to move that over? Do it closer? Kind of do. But they're not in a great spot here. That blue would be overlapping. Still. Yeah, I do kind of want to... Oops. No big deal. Just grab... I mean, all of that, really. Expensive as that is, we do have plenty available. Where are the outputs? They're there. So where do I want this down here? Maybe. I mean, we can cover over one of the greens. There's another one next to it. What goes where? So the blue would come down in this kind of area. I mean, you know, there could be fine, let's say. Well, no, because they're going there. What if we did that? Just plugged them straight into the lines I've got there. Sure. There we go. I'm going to rip this out, even though we may well need it in the future. It's probably a bad idea, but there we go. I did get an achievement for deleting that. Okay. Sure. Right in there. So here we need the greens. Doesn't fit badly there. And the blues are there. Where are my blues? They're right in front of us. Do you want to pull from that one, or even this one up here could be good actually. It's a bit covered up by jellyfish, but we could redo the jellyfish shortly to fix that. Let's do so. Cut them out for now, but then we'll fix it soon. And then we, yeah, coming in at weird angles now. Is that the rightmost? No, that's the leftmost, okay. Right. So that one should go under. All the way. This one should go under a couple. There's the blues, so that should make cyan. They add together and we get white. When this starts flowing properly, it should all be full belts. Fingers crossed. That'll get us 4 full belts of white circles. Of which 1 belt needs combining with blue plectrums, which we've got over here. Why do I have 2 lots? I guess we were ambitious in the past, more so than now. Blue could pull from the same bit and do them over here, or I can do it next to them. Try and bring everything into this gap somehow. Don't quite like that idea, but could do it. Just doing this right, it's that much that we're trying to do, but I need to bring in that line of shapes. Maybe line it up with that one. So the shapes would be on the right hand side, and we can loop them around, whatever, bring them in. And the colour in there, sure. Let's give it a go. Feed that there, and then find a way. Bringing these over neatly. Need to go around if I go through, but I don't think that'll be very neat. So let's go around the back of there. And into there, sure. It's something. So that makes the blue plectrums. Then we need to combine them. By stamping. So we need to stamp the white circle onto the blue one. So that edge would need to be white circle, so that's not a great position for it. Not that we can really do it differently or better. Not with how things are. Unless we pull these from here. Okay. Gonna cut them back. Gonna move all of this back to here as well. And do that combining back here. Even so, lining them up's awkward. Do it over there. No. Here? Just keep going over? Okay, let's try that. How many do I need? Stackers are 1 per second. So we need 8. They're going in there, and those. Use the longer underground. Do it in 1 leap. Get blueprint symbols coming out. Looks good. So they're going to feed into. I mean, that's as good as any line, I guess. For now, though, we're probably going to redo all of this. But deal with that in a second. Good. So I've still got 3 lines of white circles over there. We do need to redo this. I need 2 lines of purple windmills, which we appear to have. Do I need to redo this to make it tidier? Not really. Not if it works. The numbers are probably wrong on it, but I think we're good. We have 2 lines coming into here. Nice if they were further up. Or something. Let me gut all of that. Assume that's going that way. These guys need to go under and up. Let's use a smaller one. So we're actually doing a similar thing to this. Same numbers, right? Need to look at the symbols I'm trying to make. Stamp the white circle on the purple windmill, then, or vice versa, and then the other. But yes, that's confusing as hell. Let's leave a gap and turn it around then and just work it out. Something like that to work it out. Right. We connect them in. I'm going to put the purple windmill on a white circle, right? So we then put the result of that onto a purple windmill. Something doesn't feel right with my numbers here. Lost and Found, hello, welcome in. Hope you're having a good day, Matt. I am liking it. You know, different challenges and everything. Quite confusing. Lots of mumbling numbers to myself, but I'm used to that, so I'm having good fun. Result of that is being stamped onto, so that goes under, goes on that side, that goes on that side. Ah, we're doubling it up. Right. That's okay for now. Sure. Is it okay for now? Sure. It's wrong, but it... Why is it wrong? Because I've fed the wrong thing into there. And that would be neater if we do them the other way around. So that goes into there. That goes into there. That goes into there. Need to bin off a bunch of stuff so I can work out what I'm doing. Way around, right. Need to bin off a lot of stuff so I can work out what I'm doing. And that one goes into there. We send that into there. Some of these outputs still not right. Some of what's coming through here looking different. Okay. Thought I'd flushed it all through. Okay. I guess not. Easier way of flushing all that. So taking that shape and putting that on top. So that's the wrong way around. Damn. What can we do about that? We can flip them. Again, I'll need to flush through everything. And hopefully this time we're putting purple windmill onto that shape. We get purple windmill, white circle, purple windmill, which is that shape, which is good. Yes. Then we want to put white circle onto that, but also don't. So I need another 2 lines of purple windmills to do what I'm after. at the rate that I'm looking for. That makes sense. Was I planning on doing less or something? Don't think I was, but okay. We'll just need to make more purple windmills, and they're going to come in around here as well. So let's plan for that. They'll be here, let's say. Stop flushing all that in the bin. Yeah, well, I can just move it over a bit. I've just copied, aren't I? Is there an undo? Nope. Meant to cut and paste, but it didn't. Might be easier if I just rip it all out and start again. Never mind. Made a mess. Where did I grab that from? I mean, that's what it is. We'll grab that. Leave a little space just in case anything changes. That's there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's outputting that way now, which is confusing, but sure. Must have copied it from somewhere else last time. Forward a bit. Now this time, cut. I'm cutting a lot of buildings, yes. Paste there, good. Copy, and again, leave a little space maybe. I like being compact, but uncertain. We can make something. That one, not too sure actually where they're going. They're over maybe. I might bring them just down a bit as well so there's some space to play in. So everything's like this. How did we end of it? Take the... Doesn't really matter. Put the white circle on a purple windmill. Not that one though, that one. That will do that job. Then we take a shape that is white circle on that and we put a purple circle on top of that. So that goes into there and that goes into there. Output of that one is a completed shape. Just going to head this direction. We tidy this up while we're down here. That can go onto that run. And then the next lot needs another 2 of these. That one can be flipped. Similar thing. First step at the top one. White circle on the right. Purple windmill on the left. Output of that goes into there. And we put a purple windmill on top of that. And then we put a white circle on top of that. There we go. So when they go through there, coming out, we should get circle on windmill on circle on windmill, which is that shape. Good. And a whole belt of it. run into that input in the hub. Okay. Theoretically fine, I'm just missing 2 lines of purple windmills for some reason. Which we're going to deal with. Do I want to move them closer or anything? Probably can't because I need that shape. And then we've got red and blue here, so no, we'll make them where they are, we'll bring them down. Same deal as the 2 we're currently bringing. Well, I will redo it. Make sure the numbers are right in light of recent upgrades. I think I'm going to rip it all out and start again is probably best for my sanity. Yeah, let's. Wasteful as that might be. So we want 4 full lines of purple windmills means I need to mine up 8 lines of these shapes? No. Yes, I do. See how far that logic goes. Cut them in half. So cutters are doing 2 items a second, so we need 4 cutters per line. Which is not necessarily going to go like this, but just to make sure I'm understanding the math as we go. The half squares I've got no particular use for over here at the moment, so I'm just going to bin them. Then the half windmills, half of those need rotating, or we do clockwise, counterclockwise, clockwise, counterclockwise. And we join them back together. We should be able to join them onto a belt. If I just make that long and put a reader on it. Actually, throw it into a bin and check the reader. 2, yeah, okay. That doesn't seem correct. If I'm mining up 8 per second of that shape, I'm expecting to get 4 out the other side. Right, because the stacker's doing 1 item per second. Okay, can I... No, I don't have a compact splitter. A compact balancer thingy, whatever it's called. So in a slightly more messy fashion, split and merge. Maybe? Feels like it should be right, except... I'm rotating, so I'd want to mix them, so that becomes irrelevant. Split first, then alternate rotations, then merge. Make 4 when it stabilizes. All being well. Somewhere between 3.9 and 4.1, sure. Yeah. Rotators are going fast enough, aren't they? Yeah, 8 per second, that's fine. So cutting... we take 8 items per second, split it between 4 cutters, all good. The 4 cutters, half of their output is binned, so the speed coming out is 1. The stacking takes them and makes... Yep, so 4 comes out. Okay. And I've got 8 lines of 4. If I did that again... can't do a flip, can you? Like a mirror. Not that I'm aware of. Annoying. I want to set it back one, I guess. Put it there. But then I want them to be flipped is the main thing. I can join them there. Little messy, but whatever. I need to plug it in. Also, whatever this upgrade is going to mess up what I'm halfway through, which is why I'm ignoring it. That should make 8. Because it's the same thing again, and we just combine them together. The belt can handle 8. So if I do that, then I end up with 4 belts of windmills. Yeah, we just need to dye them purple. Okay, it's good. What is this upgrade? Belts, distributor and tunnel speed. Okay. Oh, hello. I'm happy to see that. Instead of 5 various different awkward things, we now need 1 shape. A difficult one, but it's 1 shape. Very happy to see that. So what, belts now carrying 12 items a second. And splitters doing, yeah, 12, and undergrounds and every rotators still doing 8. Okay. A little awkward. Does that change anything? Not really, just the belts aren't going to run full. I'm not going to scale everything up to do 12 items per second. We're going to keep doing what we're aiming for, and for now. For these shapes. Okay, so that's good. It's just a bit unsightly, ugly, big. Don't know. Putting it straight out of there is not very well aligned, I guess. I'm going to grab all that, cut, rotate it, and do a few this way maybe. Sure. This is half an idea. Let's go with there. Change this a little bit. Will be in there, and that's there. Grab that, make 3 more of them. Feed them inputs in. What's together, I guess. Where are we trying to line up with? Can we bring them down at all? Yep. Copy this big long line. Try and line it up right. I'm an idiot. It's not 4 lines of those that we're after. We need purple ones. So we need to make 4 lines of purple. There's a blue and here's some red. And we've got a nice thing to copy around here somewhere. Purple's just the 2 colours mixing, so that's all I'm after. This way around, maybe? Not sure it matters. Let's go with there. Missed a bit, didn't I? Need that, okay. Brown's in. There's 4 lines of purple. No. There, and there. Can I fit the painting neatly around here then? Have I got something to copy for that? Should do. So these blocks, right? Kind of. Grab that. So what's what? That's shape at the bottom, colour at the top. Could do that. How well can we line this up? So if that's... then the outputs. Oh, we can send the outputs down. I can flip them over. Just say we go with, like, there. No, because that this output here, don't like it. Don't really like that way around either, but we can flip some things about. How about all the way over here? Gives me space to flip some things around. Oh, we've leveled up. Okay. The double input painter. 2 shapes in, 1 die in, dies them both, but outputs on a single belt. Although you could output onto a splitter and that would do 2 belts. Possibly. I doubt it though, I bet it outputs at half the speed. It's got the 2 arrows on the picture though, so maybe not. Like if it's taking 24 items a second in because it's got 2 belts, if it's outputting 24 items a second, that's a good thing. If it's doing only 12, then it's a weird thing. Cool though, whatever, we unlocked a thing. Nice. Forward a bit, let's go with there. Like that. That would line up there, so let's do that. Gap of 2. Them, and then need to flip that around. A bit awkward. Oh well. Worth not putting these in yet. I'll put one. That changes things a lot actually when you want to flip the colour around. That needs to go there, which means that needs to go back 1. Which means all of that needs to go back 1. What's going in there? That should be fine. Then back in, and then bring these over. Plug everything in, and hopefully this gets us our purple windmills up. That's a bit annoying. Why has that happened? I've put them all 1 too far up. That's better. Right, let's plug them in then. That. Bit concerning that that line isn't full. Find out why in a second, I'm sure. I miscounted the painting. Oh no, the lines now carry more. So I'm only aiming for 8, but because the line carries more, it's not going to look full. That's fine. It is 8. That's not a problem. Means I could reduce the amount of belt, but yeah, we'll finish what we're halfway through with the numbers we had when I started planning it. For my own sanity. Okay. Blueprint shapes are moving. Fine. We've got purple windmills up and running again. They're coming in and we should see the 2 different types of shape come out of this process. Hopefully. I don't need to track that anymore. The shape we need to make to progress is interesting. Didn't notice that until now. A kind of a frog with one eye? No. Frog with a yellow mouth? Kermit with horns? Something. Sure we can find a good name for that. Demon Shrek? Yeah, kind of. Doom guy with cat ears? Could be. Something seems wrong around here somewhere. So that's purple windmill, white circle, purple windmill. That's fine. This one's got some uncoloured... Right, because I sent some through and they haven't flushed through yet. Could be fine. Just an evil Cyclops? Could be. Could be. Why is he green though? Bit weird. Who knows? Everything has flushed through, that should be fine. Though I did... What if we did it the other way? So what we've done is 3 lots of stamping. Instead of stamping the output of that to that, we could put those 2 in. It's the same either way. We could create 2 identical rows and stamp their 2 layers together, or we just add a layer each time. Same deal. Yeah, goblin. Happy goblin. It's got no eyes is the weird thing. Yeah, not quite vibing right. Still, what we need to get to tier 6 of mixing and painting is up and running at a much better speed now. Actually, it could even get there faster than the cutting and rotating does. Those are all ticking along gradually. Might leave them to it on the basis I assume when we hit tier 6, these 5 are going to squash down into a single thing as well. So doing this new shape tier 6 of belts neatly somewhere else seems more valuable than fiddling with anything else. Maybe getting blueprint icons to a full belt might be worth it. But if we tier everything up, it might just naturally get there. Possibly. Or we do this spiky green guy. Could do. It's not that difficult. What is it? It's like half spiky star, circle, and half circle. It's not bad. What do we... Let's look at some way I can see... Oh, here it is. What we get if we do it is the 180-degree rotator. Nice to have. Might do it. Although... What's the betting, like, tier 6 of one of these is the same shape? Because if it's not, then we're only making this temporarily. It might be different to how I'm making it. In that. Let's look at this. We want, I guess, plectrum and we'll take a corner out of it. Might be easiest. Or we want circle and square and we can combine bits. Or even... This we kind of could use. if we jumble things around a bit. Wouldn't be too bad. But yeah, I want to like take this away. What did I land on? So on the assumption that the 5 are going to be swished down into one of the next tier, we don't need any more jellyfish or purple square with a white circle, because we've got enough for this level, and then they're going to disappear. So I think I'm going to pull out those shapes as well. There's jellyfish. Let's go get rid of them. Down there, okay. Is there another one? We are condensing quite a lot. Yeah, this purple one. It's all of this. Good. Anything else? What are we delivering currently? 1, 2. So that's blueprint shapes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, some of those belts are mixed. So that and that are separate. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, we're still delivering red windmills. They can come away as well. Square that up while we're here. Get rid of all that. So this whole mess over here is making, yeah, the shape we are using. We're doing half. Yeah, it's that, so we do still need them. And them. Man, what a mess, yeah. Even this, now that we've taken out everything in between, is like weirdly in the middle of nowhere. Could be brought together better somehow, or closer to each other. I don't know, doesn't really matter, does it? We're tidying up nicely anyway. But this could square off a bit earlier. That could come down there. Zoom that far out. Then let's say bottom one on the hub. Let's go there. One into there. Into there. So I'm not using that. Or this lot here. Tidies that up a bit at least, and clear some space to work in if there's anything close that we could use. Potentially. So 1 belt, 2 belt, 3 belt, 4 belt. Still something else, isn't there? Oh, I'm still putting in the shapes from tier 5 belts. That's this lot. Right. Just the green and reds, the blue and whites, and the purple and whites. Yep, okay. Let's go gut all of this then. Only built that today. Sure we don't need it? I guess not. There we go. That little tip at the start of the game that says you don't need to delete your old stuff is going to be angry at me for this. That lot's coming out. So that is, but that's not. That's still, those red circles are being used. But that row of red. This row of green. I like to just kind of get those tier ups done even before we do anything really, so to properly tidy the whole lot out. Maybe we could just be patient and do that. But we need to get up another, what is that, 43,000 of that shape done at 8 per second. Oh well. So those are still relevant. We could just up the speed of those things, actually. I might do that. Increase the rate of what we've got messy and then get it done. What level are we at? Does it tell you the number? Yeah, we're at level 18. Is the one we're currently working on. Don't know how many there are, actually. It's not many. It's like 26, I think, in total. Obviously getting progressively harder. We're at tier 5 of everything currently, and we have the shapes being made to hit tier 6, which is good going. I think I will speed some of these up. Let's do that. Maybe starting with the easy ones even. Just wait till we get done with 26, then we can do a MAM. Yeah, we can attempt to do a MAM. See how it goes. I'm sure I can get there eventually with some Googling, but not sure I'd get there without any help. Okay, so let's say we don't do that for a minute. We will... We've already upgraded these to go the fastest speed. They're doing 8 per second. These are doing 4 per second each. So we just push these first ones, get there, and then rip them out. So we need to do blue windmill on white circle. I can just look at where we're doing it and see if we can easily expand it. So over here, we're making the windmills. We appear to have made a mess of it. We can do this better, can't we? And this looks very wrong. What are we trying to produce? Why don't I... don't know. What have we got here? 1.6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we're now... Can I extract 12 per second? Yeah. That then limits it, so we do 12 per second white dye. Tidy them up a bit. That's 12 per second, that's 12 per second. Where's the blue? That's 12 per second. And the colour mixing, so if that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We need 8 colour mixers. There we go. I should make a full belt of white dye, which we're then going to colour circles with, so we want more circles. And to tidy this up a bit. Or a lot. Grab what we had over here, where the numbers are wrong. What way around? There-ish. In this area. That'll do fine. Put the first one there. But yes, what they're painting 1.33 per second. So we would need 9 in a row. Unless we can use the double. Is there any point? These are just doing 1 item per second, but it does 2 at a time. So it's just about whether they can output. So I kind of want to just test it. Hello, Vileda. Lovely to see you. Hope you're well. Managing to fight your way through all the work at the moment? It's currently doing so. It handles 1 per second, so 1 in, and 2 out. Good. I think. Right, so the throughput of the belts doesn't really matter because the machine can't go that fast. I see. I see, maybe. Doing good, got some good news today. Good. Glad to hear it. Which is better, other than the consumption of the dye? So less is consumed here, so you could run more machines off a belt of dye. 2 belts of shapes to a belt of dye. But this is better in general if the numbers are the same, right? Because the machine does 1.33 each. I have no idea, and it doesn't really matter. Working part-time for your dream company. Ooh. Your last day today, but they want to keep you on. Oh, cool. Very cool. Congratulations. Have a celebration of some kind. Get the chocolate out. Or the champagne even. Go for it. Go wild. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. We'll do that. 9, right, that is what I said. They go there, it goes there. And we need one here. Up there. Celebratory pizza. Sounds good. Well deserved. Well done, V. Am I missing something? No. That's good. That's 9 machines. They're all plugged in right. They're all lined up right. If we plug everything in, we get 12 white circles per second from all of that. We might be able to do a bit neater, possibly. What if I cut and move it down here? Kind of, but kind of not. Let's wiggle that round. There we go. A bit neater, sure. A bit more compact. There's 12 white circles per second. Right, now... So my quest to make these shapes quicker, I've actually just cut them off for ages and making them much slower. There we go. Oh well. Now I want 12 blue windmills per second. So let's take all this away and start again. Let me send that more like that. Stay out of my way. So I need the blue again. 12 per second of blue. That's fine. But then I need 12 windmills per second. That isn't the neatest thing in the world. Do that. Do that. There's 12, and then... Damn, like that. Yeah, either way. That's 2 lines of 12, sure. It's something. Cutters are cutting 2 per second, so we need 6 cutters per line. I'm gonna do this heading southbound, bring it all round and paint up there, maybe. See how it goes. So turn that round. That's there, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I guess they'll go that way. 6. Yeah, that's cutting. We're not going to use the square bits, which are... I would expected them to be on the right. Oh, I guess because we're facing the other way. Sure. Then what comes out? Half a windmill. Let me just pin what I'm working on again before I get lost. Which we want to do what we did before, I guess. Which was split, alternate the rotating, and merge. And we get a windmill out the other side. Have I made a mess there? That's better. Though perhaps unnecessary depending on the rate that goes. Perhaps wrong depending on the rate that goes. They stack at 1 item a second, they cut at 2 items a second. So it's 2 items a second getting cut, but then we're halving them to feed into that. So that is correct. In that each of these is then outputting 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that is 12 in total. 1 line of windmills from 2 lines of mixed shapes, yeah. Philippos, hello, welcome in, nice to see you. Hope you're having a good day. What level are we on? It was 18, I think. Let's check. Could be wrong. Yes, level 18 at the moment. And tier 5 in general, about to wrap up and get to tier 6 on everything relatively soon. Join all these together. There's our 1 belt of windmills coming out the other side. Good, and then I just need this whole thing again. Can I do this neatly at all? Can move them forward a bit. Doesn't really matter. Let's do it in line back here. About there. Let's go with that. Turn the blue around a bit. Feed that in there, and then line that up better. That should make us at 12 blue windmills. Sure, looks good. So we just need to combine them, and they're the right way around. Blue windmill onto the white one. Can I copy anything? Not from here. Oh, I could have copied that layout, right? Is that any better? Not really. Not for the small amount we're doing there, it doesn't really matter. So I'm after this. One of these. That'll do. Them to feed into. Just move it forward a little. Feed that in there, and that in there. And flip that round. That is white circle with a blue windmill on top. We're feeding into there. Half of them are going to go to be stamped onto the blue tombstone shape. But the throughput there isn't going to be enough anymore, is it? To do half if we want to do 6 and 6, which doesn't really matter. Or what I want to do is scale this up so that we can do 12 per second of that shape, and once we hit the 50k of this, all of them get pushed into that. So we want to scale up this process so that it's a full 12 per second. So there's 12 per second blue dye, and that's 12 per second tombstone shape. Let me just tidy that up using this. That's 12 tombstone shapes a second. The rotator though is only doing 8, so we need to rotate the right direction and rejoin, and then stop rotating. A few funny shapes will go through for a bit, but then that'll be fine. And then we're stacking that shape on top of these. Sure, but that's not enough stackers to do 12. That's only enough to do 4. It could be enough to do 12, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. But only half of the input are going in, so it should only do half at the moment. Then when we hit the 50k, we can push them all that way. Something's not right though. Counted wrong here. Yeah, I've only done 8 stackers there. Did I think they went faster for some reason? Probably. Making enough of the inputs, I just need another 4 of them. Oops. Try and put them in the right spot. 1, 2, 3, 4. There, should be better. And that should make the correct amount. So let the belt flow a bit and then make sure that it stays saturated after it's flowing. It is. And the inputs seem okay. I think that's better. And yeah, that will seem fine until we cut it. Good. Increases the speed of those. And here's the other mess. Which is making these, I guess. Or is it? Oh yeah, it's complicated because that layer's got 2 different colours on. Changes it. Probably tidy it up a bit. Or a lot. Red circles get split in half. Split into quarters. Well, we can tidy that up because we've now got the 4-way splitter. Cutter. Then they're remerged in the right orientation and half of them are re-dyed white. It's a hell of a mess, but we can speed it up. I think, though, I feel very accomplished in what we've done today, and I did say I'd only do a short one, so I think we might just wrap up for the day. We're progressing well on all the shapes to kind of kick us into the next stage of the game when we get to tier 6 of everything. And I do hope that means we only have a single shape for each thing to do, and hopefully one of them is this green guy, so that there is some overlap there in the progression as well. But even if not, we can do it. We might need to increase our blueprint income because I am using a lot of them now that we've got some pretty cool designs that we've come up with today. which is also really cool, very cool. But yeah, that's good actually. We've got a lot neater in some areas. The overall thing's still a bit sprawling and all over, but kind of feels pretty good for only 3 hours. It feels like we did a lot, which is great. And you know, next time we can tidy up more. We can get these shapes pushed through quicker, or I might just leave it running until we hit the numbers on the shapes we're currently doing. Probably won't. You know, we'll catch up with it next time we play and keep going forward. It's auto saves, right? It does on quit. So we can just wrap up and everything will be fine. Thank you very much for joining me, everyone, today. Appreciate it. Only a quick one. Sorry, just 3 hours of sitting here making shapes. I don't know, it's not a game that I don't think lends to me sitting here doing it over and over again. Not that it's too repetitive, but it's a little bit shallow, I guess, in terms of different things you're doing. So it's a game that I want to play in shorter bursts. We'll play some more shapes next week, probably on the same day. I don't know, I might juggle things around depending, but probably same time, same place. We'll do some more shapes next week because, you know, it is good fun, great fun actually. Really am enjoying working on it, getting a bit neater. You know how I love neat things. I'll be back tomorrow as well for another stream. What do we normally do tomorrow? Oh, a day of Minecraft. Yeah, I could do some more building in Minecraft. We'll do that tomorrow. I'll be on in the morning and we'll see how long I go. Earlier in the week I did a 2 streams in 1 day thing with Minecraft and then Rift Breaker. I'm not a huge fan of it. Twitch statistics don't seem to really like you doing 2 streams in 1 day. It kind of merges the information together. Not that it really matters, but you know, it's nice to look at it. So I'd rather keep that tidy, and just in general it makes my day a little awkward. So I wasn't a huge fan of doing it. So I think we'll just do Minecraft tomorrow for however long I can, but it'll be morning until early afternoon, early evening maybe if I get well into it. And then we'll do more Rift Breaker later on, maybe on Saturday even. That could be something we do on Saturday afternoon. That's half a plan. We'll see what comes, you know, the usual. Keep an eye, follow the channel, and then you'll see when I'm live and what I'm up to and everything like that. Should be good. But there you go, there's some half plans for you to consider. Let me find someone we can raid into for the rest of this afternoon. And we'll be on our way. All the usual people. What do I fancy watching? Cursed Craft? Tempting. Maybe not. Mario speedrun's not my cup of tea. Bit of mouth Minecraft isn't bad. Very chill Minecraft with our mouth. Melon playing Elden Ring. Crikey. Mochi birthday? Oh my god. We have to go celebrate a birthday. Mochi Fan Bonbon. Go check that out. Of course, but they look like they're up to something. They've not been going that long, so probably more birthday celebrating to be done. Sounds good. Assuming that's all right. Thank you once again, everyone, for joining and for watching on YouTube. I know Shapez isn't a particularly popular game, but actually people are watching it and liking it, so that's pretty awesome, really, to see. Thank you very much. Whatever you're up to after the raid, do enjoy the rest of your day. Do have a good one, and hopefully we will catch you again in some of the streams coming up. Would be lovely. Have a good one.